I have complained about you. Okay, you do not respond in the class when I ask question to you. Okay, Avigna Power and Jay Ahir. You just join the class and goes outside. I think because you never respond to any question. Okay, give your attendance over here, everyone. Avigna, this is to you also. लक्ष नसतं तुमचं लेक्चरवर. Is my voice clear to all of you? Okay, all right. So I'm sharing my screen, presenting to you. Is it visible? See here. I hope it is visible. Okay. So guys, I have just taken 1 hour lecture for 9th also, and after that I have joined your class. Okay. Okay, so guys, we will start our remaining lesson now. See here, I will just revise the topic or the lesson what it is. So guys, this is the name of the lesson, that is physiography and drainage. So basically we have seen the physiography part. So physiography part is completed in the last lecture itself. Okay, so we studied about the physiography of India, how India is divided into 5 parts. Okay, Himalayan range, after that northern plains, after that peninsular region, okay, island groups, and the coastal region. The same we have studied about the Brazil. See the map of Brazil here, over here. So based upon this map, you have some questions. See here, for the Brazil physiography, there are also 5 parts. Okay, or the Brazil is also divided into 5 parts. Highlands. Okay, like Himalayas, there are highlands in the Brazil also. The Great Escarpment. Escarpment म्हणजेच एक कडा, एक प्रचंड मोठा. Okay, in the Brazil. The coastal region in the Brazil, the plain area in the Brazil, and the island group in the Brazil. So we studied the highlands. You have to cover it, you have to revise it, you have to ask questions if you have any doubt. Studied Great Escarpment, coastal plain, coastal area, and the plains in the Brazil. We also studied the island groups in the Brazil. Okay guys, so after that there is a drainage system. Now see here, drainage. Okay, so before starting the drainage, there are some questions to share in this table. Okay, figure 3.1 and 3.2. So 3.1 is nothing but the physiography of India, map of physiography of India, and figure 3.2 means map of Brazil's physiography. So based upon these two, you have some questions. Okay, use the maps and the indices. Okay, म्हणजेच काय, तुम्हाला ते जे काही मॅप दिलेला आहे आणि मॅप सोबत जो काही इंडेक्स दिलाय. ओके, सी लेवलला 0, त्यानंतर डिफरंट कलर, ग्रीन कलर 0 to 200 meter. It is the altitude. So based upon that, you have given some questions here and you have to answer them. First one is, in which part do the areas with highest altitude lie in both the countries respectively? So what they have asked you? So they are asking you that in which area, okay, in India there is high altitude area. Okay, and which part of the India, Brazil, there is high altitude area. So from the map, I hope you should not have any problem in identifying it or answering this question. You can do it later on. In which country is the range of altitude higher? Okay, in which country the range of altitude is higher? म्हणजेच कोणत्या देशामध्ये जी जास्त अल्टिट्यूड आहे त्याची रेंज जास्त आहे. म्हणजेच काय, We know Himalaya is having highest altitude ranges in the world than the Brazil or whole world, we can say globe. Compare the. So these are some questions. Read it and do it. Okay. Some questions I have just taken for example. Other questions you will do at home. So is it clear about this map and questions based upon that? Okay. Now we will start the second part of the lesson, that is the drainage system in India and the drainage system in Brazil. Okay. ड्रेनेज सिस्टीम म्हणजेच काय जलप्रणाली थोडक्यात पाण्याची व्यवस्था नदी ओके झरे ओशन्स लाईक दिस रिव्हर्स डॅम्स. Now see here. Okay, maps showing major rivers of Brazil and India are shown in figure 3.3 and 3.4. Guys, this is figure 3.4 and 3.3, where it is 3.3. Basically 3.3 nothing is given, only one river, 1 to 2 river is given. Okay. Okay, now see in the figure 3.3 and 3.4 major rivers are given. Take two tracing papers and prepare drainage basin maps of Amazon and Ganga. Okay. So guys, what you have to do, name the basins. तुम्हाला काय करायचं आहे, एक पेपर घ्यायचा आहे. तो पेपर तुम्हाला या जे मॅप आहे हा ब्राझीलचा ओके 3.3 चा यावर तुम्हाला तो ठेवायचा आहे आणि तुम्हाला खालचा जो ब्लॅक टोटल जो काही रिव्हर बेसिन दिसत आहे ओके, तर तो रिव्हर बेसिन तुम्हाला ड्रॉ करायचा आहे. सेम इज फॉर 3.3 ऑल्सो and same is for 3.4 also. Okay, and you have to give name to these basins. Okay, also write a comparative note on the basins of Ganga and Amazon river. We know Ganga is a major river in India and Amazon is the major river in Brazil. So you have to compare both the rivers. You have to make notes on the basis of different points. You may consider following points. Okay, now see, for your help, for the note making, some points are given. Okay, for the comparison. Now see here, size of catchment area. So guys, do you know what is catchment area? Anybody who knows what is catchment area? Okay. Anybody else other? Okay, Vigna, Jay, Dheeraj. Okay. So guys, everybody know, तुम्हाला सर्वांना माहित आहे की नद्या कुठे उगम पावतात. तर नद्या बहुतेकदा एकतर ज्या ठिकाणी हिमालयात उगम पावतात आपल्याकडे, की ज्या ठिकाणी मोठ्या प्रमाणात बर्फ पडतो. ओके, आणि तो बर्फ जसा जसा वितळतो ओके तसा तसा त्या नदीमध्ये पाणी येतं. किंवा आपल्याकडे जो डोंगराळ प्रदेश असतो खूप मोठा ओके, तर त्या भागात आपल्याला माहित आहे जास्त डोंगर ज्या ठिकाणी असतात त्या ठिकाणी खूप जास्त पाऊसही पडतो. मग त्या पावसाच्या पाण्याचं थोडे मिळून एक मोठी नदी तयार होते. तर जो खूप मोठा डोंगराळ प्रदेश असतो की ज्या ठिकाणी खूप पाऊस पडतो आणि वेगवेगळ्या भागातून छोट्या छोट्या नद्या एकत्र येऊन मोठी नदी बनते, तर तो जो टोटल एरिया आहे, तो टोटल प्रदेश आहे की ज्या ठिकाणाहून पाऊस पडतो आणि ते पाणी नदीमध्ये वाहत वाहत येतं, तर त्या एरियाला म्हटलं जातं कॅचमेंट एरिया. आणि मराठीमध्ये त्याला म्हटलं जातं पाणलोट क्षेत्र. म्हणजे त्या एरियातून वॉटर कॅच होतं, जमा होतं, कलेक्ट होतं आणि मग त्याची एक नदी बनते. ओके, इज इट क्लियर व्हॉट इज कॅचमेंट एरिया? Okay. Okay. So for the Ganga, there is a catchment area because we know there are the very sub rivers to the Ganga, tributaries. Okay, we can say. So likewise, there are rivers catchment area for the Amazon river also. So in your note, you have to compare this catchment area, which area is very high or which is big. Also headwater regions of the river, orientation of the rivers. It means from which direction to which direction the river is moving. Major tributaries and their orientations, म्हणजेच काय ज्या उपनद्या आहेत, ट्रिब्युटरीज आहे, ओके, कॅचमेंट एरिया मधल्या, तर त्या सर्व कोणकोणत्या आहेत तुम्हाला त्या कम्पेअर करायच्या आहे. ओके, and any other point. Some more information is given for your note making. You don't know the catchment area for Ganga and the Amazon river, but here the catchment area is given. See here, catchment area in square kilometers for the Ganga river is 10,16,000 square kilometer, but for Amazon river it is 70,50,000 square kilometer. The total length of Ganga river is 2,500 kilometers, and for the Amazon river it's 6,400 kilometers. The water discharge per second for the Ganga river is 16,000 cubic meter, okay, per second. But for the Amazon river it is almost 2 lakh, more than 2 lakh. You can use this information in your note making. Okay. So is it clear to everyone what type of note you have to make for Amazon and Brazil? Ganga river. Okay, so when we will do it? Okay, so guys, this is the homework for you people. Okay, this is the homework for you people. You have to study these maps given in the book. You have to use the information given in this table we have just seen, and on the basis of that you have to write down the comparative study of the Amazon river and the Ganga river. Okay, so you have to write it on the notebook, and you have to take the photo and upload in the Google Classroom. Now see, drainage system. Okay, for the Brazil, let's see, drainage of Brazil. As far as drainage in the Brazil is concerned, there are 3 major river basins. Okay, basically there are 3 major river basins that are present in the Brazil. Okay, if we study about the drainage system in India, in the Brazil, म्हणजे ब्राझील मध्ये जे काही जलप्रणाली आहे, जो काही जलप्रवाह आहे, जे काही पाण्याचं कलेक्शन होतं पावसाद्वारे किंवा इतर गोष्टींद्वारे, तर बेसिकली देयर आर 3 मेजर रिव्हर बेसिन्स, म्हणजे 3 नद्यांचं एक बेसिन आहे, एक पात्र आहे. तर बेसिकली या 3 ठिकाणी ब्राझील मधलं जास्तीत जास्त वॉटर कलेक्शन होतं, जास्तीत जास्त नद्या त्यातून उगम पावतात. So what are these 3 major river basins? First one is the Amazon basin. Okay, so guys, we know that Amazon basin is a very big basin in the world. Okay, second one is the Paraguay-Parana system in the southwest. म्हणजे साउथ वेस्ट जी डायरेक्शन आहे, म्हणजे थोडंसं साऊथला आणि थोडंसं वेस्टला, तर त्या डायरेक्शनला 2 नद्या उगम पावतात. 2 rivers originate to the southwest direction in the Brazil. So these rivers are Paraguay River and Parana River system. Now third basin is São Francisco in the eastern part of the highland and other rivers at the coast. Okay, now from the Amazon River basin, Parana River basin, after that São Francisco in the eastern part. म्हणजेच ब्राझीलचा जो काही पूर्वेकडील किनारा आहे, जो पूर्वेकडील प्रदेश आहे, तर त्या ठिकाणी साओ फ्रान्सिस्को म्हणून एक एरिया आहे, हायलँड आहे, आणि त्या एरियामध्ये मोठ्या प्रमाणात छोट्या मोठ्या रिव्हर्स या ओरिजिनेट होत असतात. सो बेसिकली दीज आर 3 मेजर ड्रेनेज इन द ब्राझील. So is it clear about the drainage in the Brazil? Basically there are 3 basins. Okay, Dheeraj, anybody else? Anybody having any doubt? We will study all this one by one in details. Okay, all clear. Aryan. Now the first is the first drainage system is Amazon basin. Amazon collects its headwaters from the eastern slopes of Andes Mountains in the Peru. So basically, friends, Peru is one country. ओके, पेरू ही एक कंट्री आहे आणि त्या कंट्रीमध्ये अँडीज पर्वत आहे. काय आहे? अँडीज माउंटन. ज्याप्रमाणे महाराष्ट्र आपल्या देशामध्ये हिमालयन माउंटन्स आहे, likewise that there is Andes mountain in the Peru, and in that Peru, in the Andes mountains, okay, so there is a eastern slope to Andes mountains. म्हणजे अँडीज माउंटन एका ठिकाणी आहे आणि त्याच्या पूर्वेकडील साईडला, ईस्टर्न साईडला जो काही स्लोप आहे, उतार आहे. सो बेसिकली अमेझॉन कलेक्ट्स इट्स वॉटर फ्रॉम दॅट ईस्टर्न स्लोप ऑफ द अँडीज माउंटन. म्हणजे अँडीज माउंटनवर जो काही पाऊस पडत असेल किंवा जो काही स्नोफॉल असत असेल आणि तो स्नोफॉल मेल्ट झाल्यानंतर किंवा रेन वॉटर झाल्यानंतर तर तेथून जे वॉटर हेड येतं, तेथून जे वॉटर कलेक्शन होतं, बेसिकली दॅट गोज टू द अमेझॉन रिव्हर. सो Andes in the Peru, okay, to the eastern slope of the Peru Andes mountain. Amazon River receives huge discharge. It means what? Amazon River gives very high amount of water, very large amount of water from this Andes eastern slope. As okay, this is about 2 lakh meter cube per second. Okay, it is very large amount. Okay, 2 लाख मीटर क्यूब पर सेकंड म्हणजे एका सेकंदात 2 लाख मीटर क्यूब एवढं वॉटर डिस्चार्ज होतं अमेझॉन रिव्हर मध्ये फ्रॉम दी अँडीज माउंटन. ॲज अ रिझल्ट अमेझॉन वॉशेस ऑफ लोड सप्लाय टू इट फ्रॉम द कॅचमेंट. वॉशेस ऑफ द लोड मीन्स ओके, अमेझॉन रिव्हर मध्ये जेवढा काही लोड असेल, जेवढ्या काही गोष्टी असतील मध्ये प्रेझेंट त्या रिव्हर मध्ये, तर त्या सर्व गोष्टी काय आहे तर त्या वाहून जातात. ओके, फ्रॉम द कॅचमेंट एरिया. म्हणजेच काय, आपल्याला माहित आहे अमेझॉन रिव्हर मध्ये छोट्या छोट्या नद्या एकत्र मिळून खूप मोठी नदी तयार होते. मग ऑल द ट्रिब्युटरीज, ऑल द सप्लाइड रिव्हर्स, दे हॅव सम थिंग्स इन दॅट. ऑल दॅट थिंग्स गेट वॉश्ड अप बिकॉज ऑफ दिस व्हेरी हाय डिस्चार्ज. खूप मोठ्या प्रमाणात पाणी नदीतून वाहत असल्यामुळे त्या पाण्याबरोबर जे काही येते ते काही सर्वजण वाहून जातं. कॉन्सिक्वेंटली sediments are not deposited even at mouth. Okay, यामुळे काय होतं, बिकॉज देर इज व्हेरी हाय डिस्चार्ज, व्हेरी हाय वेलोसिटी टू वॉटर. बिकॉज ऑफ दॅट एव्हरीथिंग that is taking with the river water, all these things go to the ocean directly. It is not get deposited at the coastal region. Okay, we know that Amazon originates from the Andes and it reaches to the Atlantic Ocean. And at the mouth of the river, the speed of the water gets generally slow. But it is not the case for Amazon River. Because of very high discharge, very high water present in the very large amount of water present in the Amazon River, all the water, all the sediments, all the rock, all the, we can say, ओके, जी काही वाळू असेल, जी काही माती असेल, जे काही इतर गोष्टी त्या सर्व काही वाहून समुद्रात जातात. इट डू नॉट गेट सेटल्ड, इट डू नॉट गेट डिपॉझिटेड अँड ॲट द माउथ ऑफ द रिव्हर. ओके, a dense network of distributaries, which is a characteristics of feature of river mouth areas, is by and large absent in the mouth region of the Amazon. So basically, you know what happens, ज्याप्रमाणे एखादी रिव्हर ओरिजिनेट होते ती एकाच लाईन मध्ये चालते. परंतु जेव्हा एखादी नदी समुद्रापर्यंत पोहोचत असते तर त्या ठिकाणी काय होतं, शेवट तिचं खूप जास्त प्रमाणात छोट्या छोट्या जे नाल्या असतात तर त्यामध्ये रूपांतर होतं आणि छोटं पाणी डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होऊन दुसरीकडे जातं. म्हणजे पाण्याचं जे वितरण आहे ते समुद्रात जात असताना एकाच कॅनॉलनं जात जाता नदीच्या खूप साऱ्या डिस्ट्रीब्युटरीज तयार होतात आणि त्यातून थोडं थोडं पाणी जातं. परंतु अमेझॉन रिव्हरचं वॉटर पर्सेंटेज खूप जास्त असल्यामुळे, स्पीड खूप जास्त असल्यामुळे ते एकाच लाईन मध्ये डायरेक्ट समुद्रात जातं. ओके, इट डू नॉट गेट डिस्ट्रीब्युटेड इन डिफरंट डिस्ट्रीब्युटरीज. Okay guys, so you can see here, see here is the Ganga and Brahmaputra river. Okay, and you can see that how many small distributaries are there of this Ganga and Brahmaputra river. You can see there are many river like projections, distributaries, but this is not the case for the Brazil's Amazon river, because Amazon river has a very high water percentage, and because of that it directly goes in a single line, okay, in the sea. You have to remember it. So there is no dense network of distributaries present for the Amazon river. So if there is no dense network, then what is present? Okay, instead of this dense network, we find a series of islands developed along the mouth of Amazon, beyond coastline and in the Atlantic Ocean. Okay, instead of this distributaries, there is directly a island present at the mouth of the Amazon river. म्हणजेच काय, अमेझॉनचं रिव्हर आहे त्याचं डायरेक्ट एक बेट तयार झालं आणि त्या बेटाच्या सर्व बाजूने हे नदीचं पाणी वाहत वाहत समुद्राकडे जातं. ज्याप्रमाणे बाकी नद्यांना जसं डिस्ट्रीब्युटरीज असतात छोट्या छोट्या, त्याप्रमाणे अमेझॉन रिव्हरला डिस्ट्रीब्युटरीज नाहीत. त्या ठिकाणी काय झालं आहे, त्याऐवजी डिस्ट्रीब्युटरी ऐवजी त्या ठिकाणी आयलँड तयार झालेले आहेत, बेट तयार झालेले आहेत की ज्याच्या चारही बाजूने किंवा सर्वही बाजूने वॉटर वाहत आहे अमेझॉन रिव्हरचा आणि त्यानंतर इट इज रिचिंग टू दी अटलांटिक ओशन. ओके, it will be it will be interesting to note that at the mouth of the width of the Amazon channel is 150 kilometer. Okay, so basically the width of the Amazon channel or the Amazon river, when it reaches to the ocean, Atlantic Ocean, it get mixed with the Atlantic Ocean, then its width is almost 150 kilometer. Okay, take into consideration a place which is 150 kilometers away from your home. म्हणजेच काय, 150 किलोमीटर म्हणजे हे खूप मोठं अंतर आहे. समजा तुमच्या गावापासून 150 किलोमीटरवर कोणतं गाव येतं किंवा कोणता तालुका येतो किंवा कोणता जिल्हा येतो, तुम्ही यू कॅन अंडरस्टँड, अँड फ्रॉम दॅट यू कॅन रिअलाइज दॅट हाऊ 150 किलोमीटर width of that Amazon river will be. Okay, you will get an idea of width because of this. Most of the course of Amazon river is suitable for navigation. म्हणजेच काय, तुम्ही अमेझॉनचं जे वॉटर आहे खूप जास्त प्रमाणात असल्यामुळं त्या ठिकाणी तुम्ही जल वाहतूक करू शकता, वॉटर ट्रॅव्हल करू शकता. ओके, नॅव्हिगेशन म्हणजेच काय, त्या ठिकाणी तुम्ही एक प्रकारे वाहतूक करू शकतात, बट नॉट बाय द रोड्स, बाय दी बोट, बाय दी शिप. ओके, okay, see here is the Amazon river basin given. There are many tributaries. What are these tributaries? Purus, okay, Japura, Negro, okay, Branco, okay, Peru, Paru, okay, and it reaches to the Atlantic Ocean, North Atlantic Ocean. You can see Maraju Island over here and all other small island over there. There is no network of tributaries, sorry, dense distributaries. Instead of this distributaries, there are different islands. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 5 to 6 major island is over there. Amazon river basin. So here is Amazon river basin. Now we will study the next basin, which is Paraguay Parana system in the southwest. साऊथ कडे जो पराना रिव्हर बेसिन आहे, पराना अँड पॅराग्वे रिव्हर सिस्टीम ती बघणार आहोत. बघा, सो बेसिकली पॅराग्वे अँड पराना सिस्टीम, okay, these two rivers are located in the southwestern part of the Brazil. See, where is the southwestern part? This is the Paraguay river, this is the Parana river. See here, you can see here Parana river and the Paraguay. So this is southeastern western part of the Brazil. म्हणजेच काय, खाली साऊथ आहे आणि या डायरेक्शनला वेस्ट आहे, म्हणजे साऊथ वेस्टर्न पार्ट. Paraguay and Parana river system, both the rivers form the catchment of River Plata in Argentina. Okay, so guys, basically when these two rivers meet to each other, then it creates one another river. That river name is Plata river, and that river is in the Argentina. Okay, Argentina is here in the downward direction, you can see here. So Parana river and Paraguay river basins are catchment area for Plata river in the Argentina. These two rivers and river Uruguay in extreme south of the highlands collect their headwaters from the southern portion of the highlands. Okay, means two rivers means Paraguay and Parana river and Uruguay river. So these rivers collect their water, their headwater, त्यांच्याकडे जे water आहे ते, they collect it from the highland region, southern part of the highland region. म्हणजे ब्राझील मध्ये जो काही उंच एरिया आहे, हाय अल्टिट्यूड रिजन आहे, तर त्या एरियामधून या दोन नद्या आहेत, या तीन नद्या त्या वॉटर कलेक्ट करतात, त्या ठिकाणी रेन वॉटर होतं. ओके, आणि इट रिचेस टू द अर्जेंटिना, इट गेट मिक्स्ड अँड फॉर्म्स वन प्लाटा रिव्हर. So is it clear about the Paraguay Parana river and Amazon river basin system? Okay, okay, all right. Okay, the third main drainage system in the Brazil is São Francisco. See here. So the São Francisco is the third important river of Brazil. Okay, São Francisco is third important river in the Brazil. Where is São Francisco? Here is São Francisco. See, São Francisco, a river. R. It is third most important river in the Brazil. The entire basin of this river is within the Brazil. म्हणजेच काय, ही पूर्ण रिव्हर आहे, ही पूर्णतः ब्राझील मध्येच उगम पावते. तिचा कॅचमेंट एरिया पण ब्राझील मध्ये आहे. तिचं एंटायर बेसिन म्हणजे पूर्णपणे पात्र, पूर्णपणे एरिया ब्राझील मध्ये आहे. इन अँड इट रिचेस टू द अटलांटिक ओशन, इट मीट्स टू द अटलांटिक ओशन. It occupies the eastern portion of the highlands. So guys, basically this is the highland region in the Brazil. This center region, you can see highland region. From that region, São Francisco river is originated, and it is towards the eastern part of this highland region. Okay, to the highland region. The river flows towards the north for a distance of about 1000 kilometers over the plateau, and then takes a sharp eastward turn to enter to the coastal strip along the Atlantic Ocean. Okay, म्हणजेच काय, सुरुवातीला you can see here, this river is originated here. It moves to the north direction, straight line, and after that it takes the sharp turn to the east direction. You can see here direction is given east, and then it reaches to the Atlantic Sea or Atlantic Ocean. Okay, it reaches to the Atlantic Ocean. It means it north moves to the north direction about 1000 kilometer. Then it takes a sharp turn to the east direction, and it moves travel 150 kilometer, 250 kilometer, and then reaches to the Atlantic Ocean. Okay, guys, to the strip along the Atlantic Ocean. The river is navigable for a distance of about 250 kilometers in its downstream reaches. म्हणजेच काय, आपण जो अमेझॉन रिव्हर बघितला, अमेझॉन मध्ये काय होतं की जो मॅक्सिमम जी लेंथ होती तर ती नॅव्हिगेबल होती, म्हणजे त्या ठिकाणी आपण नॅव्हिगेशन करू शकतो. परंतु साओ फ्रान्सिस्को मध्ये टोटल फक्त 250 किलोमीटर, आणि ते पण डाऊनवर्ड डायरेक्शनला जी रिव्हर आहे तर त्याच ठिकाणी फक्त आपण काय करू शकतो, रिव्हर मध्ये फिरू शकतो, नॅव्हिगेट करू शकतो. So is it clear about Sao Francisco? It is the third important river in the Brazil. So we studied about the drainage system in Brazil. So the major drainage system in the Brazil includes Amazon Basin river region, Paraguay Parana River Basin region, and after that okay, is it clear to all of you now? Okay, so the next rivers in the Brazil are coastal rivers. म्हणजेच ब्राझीलच्या समुद्र किनारपट्टी जी आहे, ओके, तर त्या किनारपट्टीला ज्या एवढ्या काही नद्या ओरिजिनेट होतात किंवा जेवढ्या काही नद्या असतात तर त्याबद्दल या ठिकाणी वी आर गोइंग टू स्टडी अबाउट दी रिव्हर्स इन दी कोस्टल रिजन ऑफ द ब्राझील. Brazil has a number of short coastal rivers. Okay, so in the Brazil we know there are multiple rivers, small rivers, big rivers, very large rivers. Okay, very high length rivers are in the Brazil. But in the coastal area also, Brazil has number of short coastal rivers. These rivers are very short, not very long, or not length is not very high. Okay, guys, the coastal area being densely populated, these rivers attain significance. So guys, we know that Brazil has only habitable space, okay, or the area very less area where people can live. म्हणजेच ब्राझील मध्ये लोकांना राहण्यासाठी सपाट जमीन ही फार थोडीशी आहे आणि ती कोस्टल एरिया मध्ये आहे. So and also there are very large number of rivers in the coastal area. So because of that, people are also living there. Population is also very high, and rivers are very also. Because of that, rivers has very high significance in the Brazil. River Paraniba and the river Itapicuru flowing northwards meet the North Atlantic Ocean. Which rivers? River Paraniba and Itaperuso. Where is Pariniba? Okay, see here, Pariniba river and Itapecuru river. They move in the north direction and they reaches or the meets to the North Atlantic Ocean. They get mixed with the North Atlantic Ocean. The river that enter South Atlantic Ocean collect their headwater along the escarpment. So guys, here is the escarpment. This Paraguaco, okay, Jacuentholo, these are rivers which moves to the southward direction, and basically these rivers get the water from the Great Escarpment region in the Brazil. we have seen where is the Great Escarpment region in the Brazil. So at that place, I hope you have cleared up to this. The rivers that enter South Atlantic Ocean collect their headwaters along the escarpment. River Paraguaco enters the Atlantic Ocean near the Salvador town. Okay, see here is the Salvador town, Paraguaco. Okay, Paraguaco is a river which originates from the highland region and the another one region. Okay, and it reaches to the Atlantic Ocean and at the city of Salvador. Okay, guys. So, guys, likewise, this we have completed the drainage system of the Brazil. Basically, there are 3 to 4 types of major catchment, not drainage system in the Brazil. Amazon Basin River, okay, Paraguay Parana system, Sao Francisco, and coastal rivers area. Okay, so we have completed it in detail. You have also seen the map. So now we will study about the drainage system in India. How many number of major rivers are there? Okay, how to tackle different problems like this. So is it clear to everyone? Okay. Now we will see the drainage system in India. So is it visible? My screen is visible to all of you? Okay, all right. Okay, drainage of India. So rivers in India are largely classified according to their source region into Himalayan and peninsular rivers. So guys, basically while studying the physiography of India, we have seen 2 major types of the Indian physiography. I mean, it is divided into 2 types. First one is the Himalayas, okay, and another one is peninsular region. So basically, India's rivers are classified in 2 types. Rivers which are originated in the Himalayan mountains, and there are other rivers, okay, which originates in the peninsular region. म्हणजे भारताचा समुद्राकडे जो निमुळता त्रिकोणी पार्ट आहे तर त्याला म्हटलं जातं पेनिन्सुलर रिजन. तर भारतात बऱ्याचशा नद्या या त्या पेनिन्सुलर रिजन मध्ये ओरिजिनेट होतात आणि बऱ्याचशा नद्या या हिमालयन रेंज मध्ये ओरिजिनेट होतात. So we will see one by one. Himalayan drainage. Okay, it means the rivers which originates in the Himalayan mountain ranges. Okay, guys. So most of the major rivers in Himalayas originate from various glacier. Okay, म्हणजेच हिमालयात जेवढ्या काही वेगवेगळ्या मोठमोठ्या रिव्हर्स ओरिजिनेट होतात. सो दीज आर फ्रॉम द ग्लेशियर. ग्लेशियर म्हणजेच काय की ज्या ठिकाणी बर्फाचा मोठ्या प्रमाणावर साठा असतो हिमालयामध्ये ओके, बर्फाचं खूप मोठ्या प्रमाणात स्टोरेज असतं आणि जेव्हा ते बर्फ हळूहळू वितळू लागतं त्यानंतर ते बर्फाचं कन्व्हर्जन होतं वॉटरमध्ये आणि त्या वॉटरचीच जे पाणी आहे ओके जे वॉटर आहे ते इट स्टार्ट्स टू मूव डाउनवर्ड डायरेक्शन. And because of that, many rivers originates from these glaciers. Okay, so the most of the major rivers in the Himalayas originate from various glaciers. In summers, when glaciers melt, see the discharge of water increases in summer. Okay, we know in winter season, okay, all the snow get accumulated in the Himalaya, and in the summer region as the temperature increases that snow or that ice get melts. Okay, and because of that water discharge increases in the summer in these rivers. ओके, म्हणजेच उन्हाळ्यामध्ये जसं टेम्परेचर वाढू लागतं तसं तसं हे जे ग्लेशियर आहे ते काय होतं वितळू लागतात आणि या नद्यांमध्ये पाण्याचं प्रमाण डिस्चार्ज जो आहे तो वाढू लागतो, प्रवाह जो आहे तो वाढू लागतो. सो दे फ्लड ड्युरिंग मान्सून टू. ओके, जेव्हा पावसाळा पण असतो त्यावेळी पण त्या काय रिव्हर्स आहे ज्या त्यांना पूर येतो, फ्लड येतो. दे आर perennial rivers. So basically they are perennial. I also don't know the meaning of perennials. Okay, so up to now do you understand how the rivers originate from the glacier when it gets melt? Okay, how India's drainage system is divided into two major parts. First part is basically Himalayan drainage system, peninsular region. Next one. Okay. The drainage covers two major river systems such as Indus River system and Ganga River system. Indus and its tributaries. So basically, there are two major rivers, okay, which originates from the river system. The first one is the Indus River. Indus Rivers म्हणजेच त्याला काय म्हटलं जातं, सिंधू नदी. And the second one is the Ganga River. Okay, Ganga, Yamuna, okay, Sindhu. So now see here, Indus River, it's originated in here. Its direction goes to the north direction again. West direction. Again, it goes to the downward direction in the Pakistan. Okay, most of the Indus River is in the Pakistan. Okay, and there are tributaries to the Indus River. Okay, Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Satluj, Beas. Okay, there are different rivers. And here you can see Ganga River in the bold letters. So in the Ganga, various rivers meet to the Ganga. Ken, Betwa, Sindh, okay, Chamba, Yamuna, okay, Sharda, Gomati, Ghagra, Rapti, Gandak, Kosi. Okay, there are many rivers which meets the Ganga. So basically Ganga originates in the Gangotri. So here is the Gangotri. And Yamuna originates in the Yamunotri in the Himalayan region. Okay, so basically Himalayan drainage covers two major river systems such as Indus River system and the Ganga River system. Indus and its tributaries Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Satluj drain the western Himalayas. म्हणजेच जो काही पश्चिमेकडील हिमालयाचा पार्ट आहे तर त्या ठिकाणी जी इंडस रिव्हर आहे आणि त्याचे जे ट्रिब्युटरीज आहेत त्या ओरिजिनेट होतात. दॅट इज दे फ्लो थ्रू द स्टेट ऑफ जम्मू अँड काश्मीर They flow almost parallel to each other. Okay, you can see these are almost parallel to each other. Satluj, Ravi, Jhelum, Bias, Chenab. Okay, these rivers. They originates from the west part of the Himalaya. They move from Jammu and Kashmir, travel through Jammu and Kashmir, and their rivers are almost parallel to each other. A major tributary of river Indus, the Satluj, originates near Manasarovar and flows westwards. आता ही जी काही इंडस रिव्हर आहे तिला एक ट्रिब्युटरी आहे, तिची एक ओपन नदी आहे मेन, तिचं नाव आहे सतलज. Okay, this is the Satluj river. So the Satluj river originates in the Manasarovar region in the Himalaya. Okay, originates in the Manasarovar and it flows westward. तिथून ते पश्चिमेकडे वाहू लागते पाकिस्तानकडे. Then it moves through the Punjab plain. Okay, so the Punjab plains have been formed the depositional work of this river and its tributaries. बेसिकली आजचा जो पंजाब आहे, ज्या ठिकाणी लोक राहतात आपले पंजाब हरियाणा, तर त्या पार्ट बेसिकली सतलज रिव्हर मुळे तयार झालेला आहे. कारण हिमालयातून जो काही रॉक, जे काही सॉइल, जे काही सेडिमेंट्स सतलज रिव्हर त्याचे ट्रिब्युटरीज घेऊन येतात, तर त्या सर्वांचं डिपोजिशन होतं पंजाब मध्ये. Indus flows through Pakistan and then meets to the Arabian Sea. Okay, when different Chenab, Ravi, Satluj, okay, Jhelum, these rivers meet to the Indus River, they move through the Pakistan and they meet to the Arabian Sea. Okay, so this is about the Indus River basin or the drainage system. Now next one is the Ganga river basin system or the drainage system. See here, the river Ganga originates from the Gangotri ग्लेशियर. तर मित्रांनो, जे तुम्हाला मगाशी दाखवली ती गंगोत्री एक ग्लेशियर आहे हिमालयामध्ये आणि त्या ठिकाणी गंगा ओरिजिनेट होते अँड क्रॉसेस द हिमालयाज टू बिकम ईस्ट फ्लोईंग रिव्हर. हिमालयातून ते ओरिजिनेट झाला गंगोत्री या ठिकाणाहून की नंतर ते ईस्ट कडे वाहू लागतं उत्तर प्रदेश, बिहार मधून, पश्चिम बंगाल मधून. ओके, many tributaries of the Ganga also flow in the similar manner. म्हणजेच काय, याच प्रकारे गंगेच्या ज्या काही बाकीच्या उपनद्या आहेत, ट्रिब्युटरीज आहेत, त्या पण हिमालयामध्ये आणि इतर पार्ट मध्ये ओरिजिनेट होतात आणि त्या गंगेला जाऊन नंतर मिळतात. मेजर ट्रिब्युटरी ऑफ गंगा. ओके, सो यमुना ओरिजिनेटिंग ऍट द यमुनोत्री इज अ मेजर ट्रिब्युटरी ऑफ द गंगा. ज्याप्रमाणे इंडस किंवा सिंधू नदीची ट्रिब्युटरी मेजर आहे सतलज, त्याचप्रमाणे यमुना इज दी मेजर ट्रिब्युटरी ऑफ गंगा. Okay, another major tributary of the Ganga flows through the northern part of the Greater Himalaya, crosses the Himalayas to enter India. When it flows through the Himalaya, it is called Sangpo. Sangpo. Okay. When it crosses the Himalaya, it is called as Dihang. And its eastward flow thereafter is called as Brahmaputra. Okay, guys. Ganga meets from the time to time. Ganga meets its tributaries. Sorry. Okay, it's called as Brahmaputra. From the time to time, Ganga meets its tributaries, hence its discharge increases. Okay, Ganga receives Brahmaputra as its tributary in its lower reaches in Bangladesh. So guys, see here. Okay, here is the Ganga river. There are many rivers which are meeting to the Ganga river. Major is Yamuna river. Okay, after that you can see here Lake Manasarovar, Lake Rakas. From the Lake Rakas, one river originates. Its name is R. Sangpo. Okay, then it reaches to Arunachal Pradesh. Here its name become Dihang, and when it reaches to the Assam, its name become the Brahmaputra, and Brahmaputra meets to the Ganga river in the Bangladesh, near the Bangladesh. Okay, so Brahmaputra is one of the another tributary or Upanadi of the Ganga river. We know that there are many tributaries which are reaching to the meeting to the Ganga river. That's why the discharge of the Ganga river is continuously increasing. So Ganga rivers Brahmaputra as its tributary in the lower of the Bang. The huge volume of water and huge deposition has led the formation of the large delta. डेल्टा म्हणजेच काय एक प्रकारे एक त्रिकोणी क्षेत्र त्या ठिकाणी तयार होते. ओके, ज्या ठिकाणी ब्रह्मपुत्र आणि गंगा रिव्हर मुळे जे काही डिपॉझिट आलंय, जे काही सॉइल आलेली आहे, जे काही रॉक वगैरे टाईप छोटे छोटे आले असतील, तर त्या सर्वांचं त्या ठिकाणी डिपोजिशन होऊन एक प्लेन रिजन तयार झालेला आहे, एक प्लेन एरिया तयार झालेला आहे. Besides these Himalayan rivers, Ganga receives number of tributaries from peninsular like Chambal, Ken, Betwa, Shon, Damodar. म्हणजे काय ते काय म्हणताय की ज्याप्रमाणे हिमालयातून गोमती, यमुना, शारदा, राप्ती, घागरा, गंडक, कोसी, तिस्ता, ओके, मानस, ब्रह्मपुत्र या नद्या गंगेला मिळतात. त्याचप्रमाणे पेनिन्सुला रिजन म्हणजे हा खालचा रिजन आहे, तर त्या ठिकाणाहून चंबळ, सिंध, बिटवा, केन, सन यासारख्या पण नद्या गंगेला येऊन मिळतात. ओके, is it clear about the Ganga Himalayan basin? We are studying about the Himalayan drainage. Okay, not Himalayan basin, Himalayan drainage. This is the one of the part of the Indian drainage system. So do you understand this? Hello? Himalayas drainage. There are major two drainage river, Ganga river and Indus river. Indus river have different tributaries. Ganga have different tributaries. Okay, where it is located, where it originates, we have just studied. Okay. So anybody having any doubt in this? We have also seen the map of it, where which river originates, where it meets. Okay. So guys, I think it is over for today. Okay, it is. I think I'm taking lecture for 2 hours continuously. That's why we will conclude today's session somewhat earlier. But before that, what you have to do? We have one exercise I have told you. Okay, you have to write down the comparison note of Amazon River and Ganga River in India. Okay, and upload it to the Google Classroom 10th Geography. So till that, goodbye and good night. Okay, see you in the next lecture. Bye.